Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we will be making a red floral set and I absolutely love how it came out and I cannot wait for you guys to see the final results. So as usual, starting off with a few of our most important items for today's video. I'm showing you guys the top coat. We will be using a glossy and matte top coat, and also we'll be using some Beaute transfer foil gel as the flowers used today. We will be using some foils to create that. And then we've got 3 gel polish colors that we'll be using, all from Clou Beauty. One is from a light 99, I think. And we've got a white, we've got a nude, and we've got a red. So starting off with the nude. The nude is in the shade N17. And if you watch me, you definitely know that this is my absolute all-time favorite nude. And I'm sure you guys can probably tell why. Just me showing you in the bottle, it just looks so beautiful. And then next up, I'm showing you guys the red, and this red is in the shade number 1463, and it's one of those shades that I got like literally, it feels like a million years ago, and I never ever touched it. So the whole kind of idea behind this video was purely those flowers. So because I love those foils, I decided to create a set around those foils. And just the main reason I got the red out, this one in particular anyways, because I felt like that red matched the colour of the flowers the most. So that's kind of why it ended up basically being picked. And yeah, I quite liked it. I feel like I judged it a little bit too quickly. So quickly going back, we'll also be using the white I showed you, and here I'm also showing you guys the stamping that we'll be using, because the middle finger that I decided to do involves some stamping. So we'll be using some clear jelly stamper, and that stamper was a brand new stamper I got, and I felt like it was so cute with all of those little glitters inside. And when it came, I was a bit worried because I know after watching Natalie Muckridge, I think her surname is, or her name on YouTube. She's got a little stamper, and it's from Born Pretty, I think, and it's got a lot of glitters on it. So I was a bit worried when it came. I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to see through it, but it's just got the right amount of glitter where you can still see where you're placing. So I definitely recommend that stamper, and it's one of the XL stampers, which is super cool. I really wanted one because I have a smaller one, and the only reason I got the smaller one because they didn't have the bigger one in stock. So luckily for me, recently I made an order. I got some new colors for stamping, and I also managed to grab my hand on the extra large stamper. So we'll be using that, and of course we'll be using the shade 001 in their black polish for stamping. And I also showed you guys these little lines that we'll be using. So now with the nails that we'll be painting on, we are going to have 2 red nails. We'll be having 1 nude and then 2 white. So I'll be showing you guys me applying the first layer only, and then just on one of those nails. So although I'm showing you guys one of the white nails, I will also be applying it onto the rest of them that need it. So of course, like I said, 1 more white and then 1 more red all together. So that all has 1 layer, and then I decided to go in with my Beaute transfer foil gel on both of those white nails. So the reason why I wasn't going in with 2 layers of the white on that one in particular was just because I will be placing the foils on top of it. So I kind of just need just a basic white, nothing too crazy underneath, just in case there's any areas that doesn't transfer. I just need the white there. So it's absolutely fine with 1 layer. If you did want to go all the way, you can do 2. I just didn't really want to waste any gel polish because I feel like the 1 works just fine, and it feels like I kind of found a technique on this. And I usually would cure the gel and then instantly apply the foil, but this time around I decided to cure it and leave it. And as you can see now, I am applying my glossy top coat, and I'll be applying it on both of those red nails. And I left it to just kind of sit there, and it became just so much easier to use. I put down the foil and it was just instantly transferring, which is, I don't know whether that was always the kind of instructions on how to use it, but I just feel like transfer foil gels are always so difficult. They don't always stay how long in the lamp, and even when it does, it doesn't always feel like it works properly. So I found that kind of worked better than instantly placing the foil after it coming out of the lamp. Maybe because when it comes out it's still warm, maybe it needs to cool down before you place the foil and then it transfers better. I'm honestly not sure, but whatever it was, it worked so much better. So if you guys are struggling, I do advise to give that one a go. Maybe that one will change your lives with the transfer foil gels and stuff. But yeah, that kind of just seemed to work the best for me. So as you can see, like I said, I've applied the top coat on both of those red nails. So I've decided to leave one of the red nails just glossy, just simple, nice and red. And then the other one, I am going to sprinkle some glitter on top of it. So basically before curing the top coat, I am basically going to use it like a glue. So we're going to sugar the nail, just applying the glitter all over that nail, and then we'll be able to pop the set into the lamp. And then once that set is in the lamp, we'll be working on our foil nails, and you'll see what I mean by easy. It's still not, of course, perfect. It's not where you just kind of place the foil and within seconds it's going to transfer perfectly. It's still not that, but I find that it was just so much quicker. I don't know, maybe I was just having one of those days. Maybe it was just extra either warm or cool in my room. I'm not too sure, but I just found it so easy. Normally I'd have to press here for days and I'd be here for so long. I did also times this, clip it by 2, so you're seeing it ultra fast. But yeah, I don't even there, just me just pressing down, you can already see the outline of the nail coming off from the actual foil itself. So yeah, I don't know, I just really liked it. It's definitely going to be the way I'm gonna use it now. I also somehow find that transferring onto these super long nails is so much easier than trying to transfer onto like a normal standard tip where you're doing it for a client, like maybe a medium or a small almond shape, for example. I don't know why. Whether it's the shape or whatever it is, but I always find it so much easier to do it on the longer nail. I literally don't know why. If you know why, please let me know, because I'm kind of curious why, but I still haven't been able to figure it out. So we are almost done with the first nail. I did end up taking it quickly off camera and finishing up that bottom bit, because I always seem to struggle with that bottom part of the nail. But you'll see in this second one that we're doing now that I just left it, I carried on like doing it, even the bottom bit on camera, and it came off perfectly. And as you can also probably tell, even when there are areas that didn't transfer, because we did put the white behind it, you cannot tell, especially as this foil has white colors in it, which is perfect. I've noticed also that I tried to transfer like a leopard print onto a black background just because the foil itself had some black in it, and it wasn't the best idea. The foil transferred quite darkly because of the dark background, so it's probably best you always do place a white just to get the full vibrancy of the foil, unless you're not going for that kind of thing. But I would recommend white. But of course, at that moment in time, if you're using a black colored transfer foil, you have to probably spend extra time trying to make sure all of the spots are coming off, because if you have a black foil and you've got white underneath, it's not going to look the best. So now everything is out of the lamp and we can apply our top coat. So I decided for the first time ever to go in with a matte top coat on the foil nails. So the reason I decided to do that, because I was watching Natalie Muckridge and she did that on a set, her most recent set, and I was so intrigued. For some reason, I've always been a glossy girl, and ever since watching her, I've been trying to opt for the matte more recently. And she did that, and I just thought that was such a cool idea. So I thought, why not try it in today's set? And I love how it came out. And it's kind of cool because whilst applying the matte top coat, you can still see the effects as if it was a glossy top coat. So if at any point you guys are watching this video and then later on think, oh no, the matte top coat was just not it, right now me applying the matte top coat here before curing it, you can still kind of get a glimpse of what it would have looked like if it was glossy. So you kind of get a chance to see both because if you're going straight away with a glossy, you will never see it matte. So that's kind of the gist there in case you don't like the matte idea. But this is what it's looking like. Those foils are absolutely gorgeous. I think I got them on Shein for like almost nothing. So whilst that is put aside, we can work with our middle nail, and that middle nail is just going to be a French tip, and then on that French tip we're going to do a bit of stamping and also a few crystals, and it's literally going to be a very small tiny little handful of crystals. So it kind of feels like unusual for me. I normally need like a full nail of crystals, but in today's set luckily not. The foils are getting brought out, which makes me so happy. I love when I get to kind of use stuff I don't usually use, which makes me so happy because that way I feel like I'm actually using up the stuff I got, because I always find myself buying things and I end up just laying there, and yeah, I'm just really happy I got a chance to basically get in there really. Just to mention also, the stamping plate that we'll be using in today's video is from Born Pretty, which is the best stamping plate I've seen so far. I've got a few stamping plates that I've ordered. You probably will see an upcoming haul because I ordered a lot of stuff on Ali, from Born Pretty, from Shein. There's all sorts of random stuff in there. So I am excited to show you guys what I got, because I got so many cute little crystally pearl stuff. Oh, it's just so beautiful. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. going back to the video, I've done one layer of that French. We are going to go in with another layer, and then once it's cured, because of stamping, well, at least I got introduced to stamping from Talia. I think it's Nail Tales. I think that's her channel, but it's a Canadian, I think, YouTuber. She's lovely. I love watching her, and she loves clear jelly, and that's also why I basically came across clear jelly and ended up getting some myself. And she loves stamping, and I've noticed that every time she stamps, she decides to place a matte layer first. And since I'm running out of my matte top coat, as you probably saw throughout the upcoming few videos and in today's video and the past videos, I'm running out. I have ordered some more. I'm just waiting for it to come. I decided to, rather than go in and waste, I decided to go in with a nail cleaner and just wipe it off the tacky layer, which kind of essentially makes it matte. So I thought I'm kind of going to risk it for a biscuit and just go in with it and see what happens. And it worked perfectly well. So if you guys don't feel like you want to waste your matte top coat, you don't have to, just do what I've done. And especially as I wanted this nail to be glossy anyway, so what I would have had to do, matte top coat it, apply the foil, stamping, and then go in with a glossy layer. So that's a massive waste. So there's me picking it up, and there's me trying to show you guys that you can actually see it through. I then stamped it down where I want it, which is pretty much in the middle of the nail. And then you will notice that I ended up actually picking up some extra black right at the bottom, which was a pain, but not to worry. I decided to go with my nail cleaner liquid and my lint-free wipe, and then I just scraped it off. You will notice also on the left-hand side, there's a little bit that almost like it didn't cure properly and it started to wrinkle a little bit. But luckily when we pop some top coat on in a moment, it just kind of covers that and you can't tell. So that's amazing. But that's what it's looking like. I really like it. Stamping has been such a thing recently for me now. I love the amount of things you can do. It just levels, just nail art itself. It's just so beautiful. I love it so much. So here I brought out some black and red crystals of mine. And because I only have the one size of the black, I decided to go in with one big red crystal right in the corner of the nail. And then I popped a black crystal on either side of it. And then I followed that with another red crystal on either side of the black crystal. But of course going down in sizes. And I probably would have maybe carried it on once more. But because I don't have any other black sizes, I didn't go ahead with that. Both crystals have been purchased from AliExpress. So the matte black, I think they're matte black shade, and the red as well are both from AliExpress. And as you saw, I have a load of those black ones, and like I always say, AliExpress, they are fake crystals of course, but for the price they are absolutely amazing. You get like loads. That whole pot there was probably about like £1.50. That's crazy prices in my opinion anyway. So especially for videos like I do, just non-stop on the daily using crystals, it is definitely much more on the budget side, and it makes me save some money. But this is what the set is looking like. I hope you guys liked it. I love how it came out. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.